rise and shout. It's time for What's Trending.
Touchdown! Kody Epps! Wide open as Kody Epps makes the catch. 25-20, 15-10, 5. He's going in. Touchdown!
He never left.
He never left.
But he started a social media storm
Yes, he
that
did.
his quarterback, Keaton Slovis, added to. What's Trending, presented by Tim Daly Ford, part of the Tim Daly Auto Group, serving Utah since 1968.
Well,
and
what we had planned is blown up. We just react to Kody Epps
Yes.
here because that's the big news.
Jarom, it's an epic return.
Nice anchor boy.
Sorry, I apologize.
Yeah, apologize
To absolutely no one.
To absolutely no one.
Kody Epps is back.
Hey, this is great news. This is
Wow.
great news. Certainly did not expect this a couple of days ago. Sunday night and Monday, did not expect it. There was a social media storm. I will be interested whenever we get to talk to him about sort of how he was influenced by that. Like, what went into the decision to not actually leave? He entered the portal. You can always stay. Lauren Gustin, is that you? Like, we just had this with Lauren Gustin as well. It's great. Kody Epps is a really good receiver. This one hurt. When he entered the portal, it was like, oh, Kody had a really nice start to, like, when he finally was involved in the offense, he was a big piece. 39 catches, 459 yards, 6 touchdowns. As I highlighted the last couple of days and during the season, the dude went off against Notre Dame and Arkansas. I would argue those were two of the top 3 toughest opponents on the schedule with Oregon, where, okay, you got to show up in this game, and he was fantastic. He went for 100+ in those games. He scored 3 touchdowns total. He was juking guys against Notre Dame right here, okay? His touchdown, the goal line as well was amazing.
The arrow route.
His upside is so good. Like, he could be a draft pick from BYU in the next year or two. Like, he has massive potential. I still don't know how BYU got him out of high school, playing with Bryce Young on this amazing Matter Day team. Like, so awesome that he is coming back, because now BYU can continue to add around the big 3 at receiver.
Yes.
Certainly got a commitment yesterday. As soon as that's official, we can mention his name. But BYU added yesterday. I hope they add a couple more. Aaron Roderick said they have several scholarships available after spring ball, so we'll see how many they use there. But this is fantastic news. So obviously Keaton Slovis' tweet last night of Elder is because he is probably told by Kody
he's coming
back.
He's coming
and
back.
He's excited. That's a nickname that he has for Kody. Neither Keaton nor Kody are members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, but they understand the culture and the verbiage and whatnot.
For sure.
Yeah, they get along.
This is a playoff of Cody's tweet on March 2nd, which said he was called to serve in the Provo, Utah Lavelle Edwards Stadium mission beginning on September 2nd.
Many are called, but few are chosen, Spence.
Holy cow.
He's one of the chosen ones that receive.
What a wild 24 hours. BYU Twitter in general was out of control yesterday. Keaton Slovis was the initial lightning strike in the dry field of hay that lit the fire. But then BYU basketball coaches are tweeting out all types of like cougar growls, and it was crazy. But when that Elder tweet surfaced, my initial reaction was, I think he's calling out for Kody, like, where are you? And it happened to be, we think now, hey, you're back.
He's coming back. That was a hint. I got really excited as soon as I saw that tweet. In fact, I was at a cool event with the Manuia Foundation, who helps basically Polynesian kids with admissions and financial aid to college. And one of the grandparents there was like, hey, did you see Keaton Slovis' tweet? And wanted to talk about it. I was like, I did. He's like, what do you think it means? I'm like, maybe Kody Epps coming back, which would be really exciting. It's like he never left. But he certainly had massive opportunity to go to SEC schools, to you'd think like USC, Tennessee, LSU, or Ole Miss, and so on and so forth, with some of the big names coming after him. This is a big get for BYU to keep him. Remember, the commitment between a school and a player really is year to year at this point, because you can transfer without penalty and not sit out and play, and NIL and ... The fact that BYU could keep Kody is significant. So riddle me this. I know you know more info than I do on this from yesterday. From what you've learned, was money a factor? Did BYU re-up and pay him a ton to keep him?
Okay, well, first of all,
The Royal Blue Collective, specifically.
That's a loaded question for sure. And I like that he pointed out in his message, I did not use the portal as a way to leverage in any way.
He could have, and it would have been understandable.
Okay, so it is my understanding that Kody Epps is coming back to BYU having not leveraged anything and gotten more money out of the Royal Blue Collective. He was already given, what we were told, a nice deal.
Yes.
A nice NIL deal.
So I was told a couple days ago that to keep him this year, there was some re-upping.
Yes.
Okay, and then they felt like they were good. But that was not leveraged to keep him in this situation.
He is not getting additional because of his decision to go into the portal and saying, okay, well, now I need a little bit more.
Yeah.
That was never part of it. And people say, well, Lauren Gustin did that. Why didn't Kody Epps do that? Two totally different situations. Lauren has her degree, Jarom.
Yes.
She's a grad transfer.
Also, let's be honest. The sort of, unfortunately, this is the case, but it's straight up, the investment in certain sports and whatnot is different with financial values. We'd love to act like everyone's getting the same amount of money for every sport, but that's not the case. But Lauren Gustin, you could argue, is the face of women's sports at BYU. She's a big deal.
Absolutely. And
big deal.
Given her situation, like I feel it hurt when we heard that Lauren Gustin wanted to go somewhere else potentially.
Oh, yeah.
But I understood. She's been at BYU for more than 3 years. She's done great work here. She got her degree.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of players take that final year and they want to do something different.
Yeah.
And she was going to get paid elsewhere. Well, that's when the Royal Blue Collective showed up and was like, no, we want you here for your final year as BYU goes into the Big 12.
And they are doing as much as they possibly can right now. Like shout out to Royal Blue Collective, shout out to Cougs Connect, shout out to all the collectives who are trying to help these players in this space. Is it the kind of money that you've seen thrown out there? It is not at that level, right? But BYU is a special place, and there are reasons to be at BYU that have nothing to do with dollar signs, and then everything to do with your life while you're a student here and after. And this place connects you in a way that not many other places do.
Yes.
And set you up and create a community.
Yeah.
Ask a lot of BYU players who have come to BYU, and it's like, this isn't just a place where you go to school. Like, this is a place where you can call home for the rest of your life. And I think Kody Epps senses, and he's told us as much out loud, us being the public, what this place is and what it means and why he likes it. And it's cool to see that he's going to stay. He certainly could have gone elsewhere and been happy and had a great football career, but it's awesome that Kody Epps is going to stay here because he is a special receiver.
Something else to bring up here. I think Kody Epps certainly felt welcomed at BYU, clearly from his statement.
Yes.
But I don't think he understood what he meant to the BYU fan base until he went into the portal, like truly meant to this fan base.
The reaction showed you a lot.
That absolutely played a factor in some of this. Like seeing just it blow up like, oh, no, this can't be right. This can't. And I know people were upset, but as we pointed out yesterday, they're upset because Kody Epps is awesome.
Because they like him.
He's a great person, and he's a great football player, and they want him at BYU. He's a great ambassador for BYU.
Yes, and let's outline those reasons, which are obvious. Listen, he is a black athlete who's not a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints who loves BYU. That's fantastic. We would love to continue to evolve in BYU's, diversity of not only religion, but of race. And it's been great to have different kinds of people from all walks of life come together for a common cause, which happens to be sports and academics. So this is great. I think Kody Epps is a tremendous ambassador for what BYU can become. Traditionally, it's been one thing. That is changing.
Can we just rewind to how we all felt on Sunday night? We thought, oh my gosh, Kody Epps is in the portal. BYU now needs a wealth of help in the wide receiver room. And BYU
still do.
Yes, they need some help there, but it feels a lot better. And there are other parts moving that we can't discuss yet because certain
one commitment already plus others.
People have not gone public through the university with it. It hasn't become official through BYU and through the Sports Information Department. When it does, now BYU is going to have Epps back and somebody else who we think is going to make a nice impact for Fesi Satake. So now maybe it's
and there may be others.
Yeah.
As well.
One more, maybe two more. But the wide receiver room.
I still want two more.
Compared to Sunday, How we're feeling now.
It's plus
worlds
it's
apart.
+2 in sort of like proven dudes.
Yes.
It'll go from 2 to
Yes.
4. I would still like to walk in with 5 or 6 dudes in the fall.
All right, our